The Philippines is often renowned to have a strong manufacturing sector, giant mining potential, and was even named as Southeast Asia's fastest growing internet economy in 2021. These are continually stated as key engines for growth for the island nation. There is, on the other hand, one sector in the country that has from time to time been one of the biggest contributors to society. Yes, we are talking about the Philippines' ocean economy, a model given for the maritime sector of the nation, and it has approximately generated upwards of about $18 billion in gross value added, according to a report by the Philippine Statistics Authority, or PSA, in 2019, which is around 4.7% of the national gross domestic product at that time. Moreover, it has continually increased over the years, as it was just in 2012 that this blue economy produced $8.7 billion. These have likewise produced 2.5 million jobs for Filipinos and have been a continuous generator for economic activity. The Philippines has one of the longest coastlines in the entire world, with about 36,289 kilometers of it. The ocean economy has 1,830 square kilometers of the territorial sea. It is no wonder that the archipelago country has been one of the backbone growth engines for the nation. So, just how did the Philippines achieve such an instrument for growth? And what are the actual industries operating in the ocean? Is it just ocean fishing or ocean-based manufacturing, or is there more? Before we move on, don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe for more. The Philippines' ocean economy has a wide range of activities, not just fishing, but it also reaches far beyond the likes of shipbuilding, ports, aquaculture, ocean-based power generation, coastal mining, marine and shipment transportation, and even recreational activities and tourism, which are often sought after by international tourists. The contributors of these sectors, on the other hand, quite varies. According to the PSA, the largest bulk of these shares comes from the manufacturing of ocean-based products, whereas it occupied over 41% of the entire $18 billion industry and 38.8% of the services such as sea-based transportation and storage, while ocean fishing is the smallest with only 22.3%. In a quite quick summary, a graph done by the Asian Development Bank shows this. These have all brought the Philippines to be a leading maritime country around the world. These have brought in huge demand for the locals to be a seafarer and pushed the nation to be the world's largest supplier of its kind, followed by China, Indonesia, and Russia. Furthermore, these ocean-based ecosystems that the Philippines is very proud of have given a new billion-dollar industry, which is tourism. In 2019, there are approximately 6.5 million tourists who came to the Philippines for its beautiful, diverse sea and beach services, which grew from just 4.1 million in 2014. While beautiful, there are dangers that come along with it. These dangers or threats are, as you might have imagined, quite detrimental to the very health of the Philippines' ocean ecosystem. According to OceanHealthIndex.org, an independent group that measures the ocean health of the world, reported that the Philippines has an index score of 63 out of 100, which is lower than the global average of 70. This assessment evaluates the country's ocean in biodiversity, clean waters, coastal protection, carbon storage, and a few more. Moreover, another report done by the U.S. Agency for International Development in 2019 found that as much as 40% of fish caught in the Philippines have done so illegally, as there are no provisions, laws, or governance that aids in caring for the environment. There have led a professor from the University of the Philippines to conduct a study on how much these illegal ways have stretched and harmed the very life of the ecosystem, and found that the Philippines is losing over $100 billion annually because of dynamite fishing and other water pollutant causes. The way forward isn't easy, but we must turn this threat into an opportunity. There are several ways to do so, from enabling education for this illegal fishermen and enacting proper protection will help alleviate the $100 billion damage. The focus on balancing the social and environment along with the damage is another thing according to ADB. But then again, there are still many ways to help it. But as normal people, we should do our part in supporting the institutions aiming to protect the ocean, or as policymakers to act on the dangers that lie ahead.